What tools are we required by the state of Wisconsin to have in our bag, Mike? Don't fail me. I know we didn't rehearse this.
We did not.
This is not rehearsed. Are you going to answer this accurately or not?
I don't know. I really don't.
You don't know.
We're required.
What tools is a home inspector required to use at a home inspection in the state of Wisconsin?
I don't think there's any because it's a visual home inspection.
Correct them.
But you need.
I'm so proud of you.
But if you show up with nothing,
you got a problem.
Yeah. But a camera and a flashlight. But somebody's going to have some questions.
But, dude, if you had an average Joe come in here and said, what tools is our home inspector required to have? Most of them would say, I don't know, outlet tester, thermometer, all kind of moisture. No, we're not required to use any tools. It is not a technically exhaustive inspection per...
No Sawzall?
No Sawzall. No hole saw. No sledgehammer. I don't even have a hammer.
Pry bar?
I don't even have a hammer. No pry bars. You can't take it. You're not allowed to disassemble the home, Michael. But so no tools. This is
how am I supposed to inspect though?
Well, your eyes.
Okay.
It's a visual inspection. So yeah, it's strictly a visual inspection. It's not to be technically exhaustive. You're not required to use any tools. However, a good home inspector is going to use best practices, and best practices say that we use some minimal tools, right? So the first thing we want to get into was what is the 3 most commonly used tools as a home inspector. You want to go first? Tammy suggests we alternate.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll go first.
All right. So what is the most common tool you would pull out of your thing before you pull out any other tools?
This right here. Flashlight.
This
perfect. Is the number one thing. If without a flashlight, you can't inspect a house accurately. And
some home inspectors, they'll preach Streamlight. It's a very common flashlight. A lot of police officers use Streamlight. Nothing wrong with it. No. However, the Milwaukee flashlight
these things
here
are pretty slick.
It's a solid.
And then you get the backup batteries, so you can have backup batteries. They recharge. You swap out batteries on the fly.
Streamlights, I think generally you have to charge the whole flashlight. You can't just swap batteries out, can you? In Streamlight?
I don't think so.
Yeah, these ones, I can carry another one of these batteries in my pocket if I wanted to, But the battery, I would say I easily get through a day and a half with the flashlight set on its highest setting.
I am not so sparing with my flashlight.
No.
I get through maybe one inspection.
Okay, but this thing is bright. Like I go up into an attic, and you can adjust the beam. You can adjust the beam here a little bit. Okay, I go up into an attic, and I can set that on a truss someplace or whatever, and it lights up the attic like there's a spotlight in the middle of the room. It really does a good job. And if I want to see far distance, that beam goes down nice and small that I can see long distance and stuff. But yeah, great option here. And I don't really use the belt clip at all. Do you use the belt clip?
I never use a belt clip.
Yeah, I never take it off, but it's Can you see that in there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Beams down. So yeah, this is my
go-to. Yeah, and this is the higher end Milwaukee one. I don't know what the lumens was on this. It was
1100.
Is it 1100?
1100 on these. The smaller ones are 8. And these actually, they used to be, I think, 125.
This is the old version of it.
Yeah, I had one of those.
These are okay. These did the job, but it's used the same battery basically. But this is much brighter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the functionality of this one I liked way better because I was usually holding it and hitting it here versus here.
Side. Yeah, this does have the power indicator in the light though, so when it's green, you got full power. Yeah, the only thing with it, only downside of this flashlight is it does get hot if you leave it on.
Yeah, especially in your pocket.
Yeah,
you
if
don't
you
realize
forget to turn it off. Yeah, so flashlight number 1. Number 2. I would say this guy. Yeah. So this is an outlet tester. They come in different shapes and sizes. You got a small one there, Mike? I got a small one here.
Screwdriver?
No, that's not a screw. We don't use a screwdriver.
What do you got? Oh.
Outlet tester.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering here.
He's still recovering. So this is an outlet tester. This is not a female pleasure device. Okay. Well, I'm saying.
What?
Sorry.
No.
It's completely inappropriate.
So that has incorporated the sniffer.
It's got
and the outlet tester all in one.
What he's doing to me? Yes, it has a sniffer and an outlet tester all in one. So yeah, the sniffer is the electrical sniffer that tells you if there's power in a location, so you can tell if a wire's hanging out of the ceiling in the basement. I can see if it's hot, you know. Yep. But this has the GFCI tester in it, and it's got the indicators on the side here to tell us if the outlet is wired properly or improperly, and what is improperly wired about it. You know, is it cross, are the polarities crossed? Is it ungrounded? Is the hot and neutral reversed? You know, whatever it may be. Yeah, and I like this one because it's big, because I'm testing outlets all day long.
Yeah. I got this bigger one. Yeah. Because I was finding that there was desks or dressers or sofas in the way of that. Yeah. And that's where I got this one where it's a little bit fatter than that one. Yep. And those things almost always crap out.
These always die.
Those are $6 from Menards, and
they're $6 from Menards. And for your average person out there, this isn't a bad way to go. This is a great little tester. It's got the GFCI button on it or whatever. And if you're wanting to be safe when you're going to go work on an outlet, you can get one of these for $5. Yeah. $5 okay. And this does the same as this. Yep. Okay. This is just more expensive, lasts longer.
Yeah, that's like $30.
Yeah,
right?
It has more features.
I think this was $15, and we test a couple outlets.
Yeah, so I'll tell you right up front, we don't test every outlet in the home. Okay, so we don't move beds, we don't move furniture. We're actually not allowed to move furniture or anything. But the thing with outlets is if I can see and reach them, I test them. I mean, it doesn't take me but a second or two, to bend over and test it. And when I come across one that's wired improperly, I flag it with a piece of tape so everybody knows which one it is. Because if I say there's an outlet miswired, which one of the 85 outlets in the house, are we talking about? So, outlet tester, all the time, every single room, every single outlet I come across, GFCIs, everything, very commonly used in a home. I would say probably the second. Number 2, fair?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You got number 3?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the
tried and true. Yeah, camera.
I could do it with my phone and stuff, but it would take so much longer, and to do that, this I can just pop the SD card out and away we go. But camera, I mean, if your home inspector is not taking pictures of anything anymore, it's this stage and age. Well,
and some home inspectors, they only put a couple pictures in. Yeah, and, I mean, I've seen home inspection reports within the last couple of months where they only put in 10, 15 pictures. Or they're either really tiny in the report, or they're at the back and they just refer to them. That's not a report I would want. Okay.
And they're on page 6 and you have to refer to all the way back at the pictures to, that's what they're talking about.
If you're a lot of home inspectors are going around with their equipment trying to take pictures and write the report at the same time. And that's fine. You guys can do that if you want. That's perfectly fine. That's just not how we do it. With your iPad, with your phone, sometimes how do you get that into the furnace and get it into behind the wires and take your picture, get a good picture of that data plate or anything like that to provide it to the client? I can take my camera, I can stick it into the furnace, I can shine a flashlight from the backside if I need to get more light in there, and I can take up close pictures of the model and serial number. I can take a picture of the whole thing. Yep. I can get inside, tight little spots to get pictures of the burners and the heat exchanger and stuff. With us, we put anywhere from 150 to 200 high quality digital pictures in the report. And so I tell everybody, hey, my report's going to be longer than most home inspectors' reports because I'm a good home inspector, A, and B, I take a lot of digital pictures because it helps everybody understand what I'm talking about, why I'm calling it out, what the condition is, and where it's located. Yep. Wouldn't you rather have, 5 or 6 pictures of the furnace where you can see what the burners look like, you can see what the data plate look like, you can get up close and read, you can actually read the data plate on the picture because I'm so close to it. And then we have an overall of the furnace. You can see where things are located, how the furnace filters are aligned and all that kind of stuff. It makes it better, know? I mean, yes, my report's going to be longer, and some people don't like long reports. They think long report means I have a bad house. No, the length of the report has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of the home. The length of the report has absolutely everything to do with the quality of your inspector and how many pictures they take.
You could have a 700 square foot house that's 100 pages long, and you could have a 4,500 square foot house that's 120 pages long. And they got 2 furnaces, 4 electrical panels, and
5 times the number of windows. I mean, it just adds up. Yeah. And when we have a problem in a home, unless there's a lot of it, okay, if I go into a house and 50% of the outlets are miswired. I'm putting 3 pictures of miswired outlets in the home in there, and then I'm just saying they're numerous throughout the home. If there's 25 broken thermal panes, I'm not taking a picture of every broken thermal pane. Yep. I'm just going to take a picture of a couple of the worst ones just to basically give everybody an idea of what we're looking at and what we're talking about. But there's limits to it. We don't put pictures of absolutely everything in there. Yeah. Yes, that Tammy's pointing out. There's no such thing as a perfect. There's no unicorn out there. I had a lady today, bless her heart. She's like, I'd like to know if we got an A, B, C, or D. She was a seller, and she was like, I want to know if I got an A, B, C, or D when you're done, if that's okay. I'm like, this isn't like a graded thing. There's nothing. It's not like that. No, there's no pass fail. I'm actually not allowed to, per the state of Wisconsin rules, to grade one house to the other house or compare them or anything like that. And I'm also not allowed to give you any information because my client's the one that's paying for the inspection. Without their permission, I can't give you any information. So,
as we all know, as an inspector team, there is no such thing as a perfect house.
There isn't. No. There isn't. She thought she had one, though. She's like, we fix everything. I'd be surprised if you find anything. I'm like, well, there's no such thing as a perfect house. And
my house isn't perfect. I still got stuff to work on. It's a regular.
My house is perfect. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's the Tammy and I went over that. Tammy, hey, peanut gallery. Tammy and I went over that last time. There are at least there's 3 things that I'm aware of at my home that need to be repaired. If Michael went through, he probably would find more. But
3.
The faucet, the faucet downstairs, the handle on the tub upstairs.
Yeah, okay, let's clarify. Those are 3 things we have purchased that just haven't been installed yet.
Okay. No, I haven't purchased the handle. So we have one of those Whirlpool tubs upstairs, and it's got one of those funky faucets where it's got a little gear on the inside, and the gear is stripped out. So I have to go get a new little gear ring. I have to go down and visit the plumbing guys down in Milwaukee.
Plumbing Parts Plus?
Plumbing Parts Plus, yeah.
65th in Lincoln or something?
Right by the deli. There's a deli right next door. Oh. Tom used to talk about it all the time. But anyways, yes, I know there's at least 3 things that I need to fix at my house here. So, but there might be more if I sent a highly qualified home inspector like yourself through. Probably.
It might be.
That's why we don't inspect each other's houses. That's an agreement we take when we all start working together. Is when we go visit each other, we don't inspect each other's houses. I have a hard time not inspecting other people's houses, but I can't turn it off when I go to my guys' houses.
Yeah, that's for the best.
I think so. Yeah, for sure. So that is the 3 most commonly tools: flashlight, outlet tester, and camera. And that's assuming our eyes aren't tools.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the 3 most commonly tools. Hey, thanks for tuning in today, you guys. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to know when we put out the next one, give me a bell notification. It's a little bell on the bottom right-hand side. And subscribe. You want to know when I'm coming out with new stuff or whatever. You want to be able to check us out and be alerted to new video content coming your way. Subscribe button's really the way to go. Thanks again for tuning in, you guys. Remember, the better you take care of your house, better it's going to take care of you. Have a good one.